There are a ton of different ways you can beat Chimps mode in Bloons DD6, and I've recently finished a series where I looked at every single tower and hero and looked at all of the strategies that you can use to beat Chimps with. And normally these are pretty good, but what I didn't showcase were the worst strategies possible. So let's have some fun today and not look at what was on the playlist and instead look at the top 3 worst strategies. And these all are pretty awful, but we still are going to try to win with them. So we're starting off with Gwendolyn and Monkey Cities. Now what does Monkey City do, you might ask? It does nothing but cost a lot of money and give you 1 free dart monkey every round, which is really cool, I guess. But anyways, Gwendolyn, the whole idea is that Gwendolyn has map-wide heated up buff that will give towers extra damage, +1 damage, and like plus I think 2 damage to DDTs or something. Well, lead balloons more specifically. So I'm going to start with Gwen. I'm going to get a reactor for camos, and so I can pop like purples in the early game, which will be pretty cool. And then I'll get an alk buff because that's just going to make Gwendolyn a lot stronger, which will be really nice. And then we'll be moving on. So I'm going to try to get some Monkey Cities up as early as possible because I was trying to win like forward foremost. I wasn't like trying to optimize this like crazy. I didn't really get them as fast as possible or as many as possible, but we've got a few Monkey Cities coming up in the early game and we do pretty well. I'm going to grab a beast handler just to be able to like move some BFBs back. I think that will be doing pretty well, and I have a whole bunch of free dart monkeys, so I can start placing down these free dart monkeys. And because they are free, they're free, they're not going to cost anything, and we love free stuff, so why not get the free dart monkeys? Lots of fun. So I'm going to just be moving along, trying to beat some of these rounds, trying to get a few more Monkey Cities. I'm not going to be able to, unfortunately, cover the whole map. If I got a few more Monkey Cities down a bit earlier, then I would have been able to cover the whole map in free dart monkeys and had like some extra left over, but that is alright, I guess. We got at least most of it covered. And is this good, you might ask? No, it's really, really bad. I think all of these are pretty bad. Maybe besides the last one has like a little bit of merit, maybe, if you can squeeze it through. But generally, all of these strategies that will be showcased here are very, very bad. But they are pretty cool, I guess, to do and fun to do as a bit of a challenge. Maybe you can try to get as many free dart monkeys in as Chimps mode as possible. Very, very funny. So Gwendolyn's moving on. Gwendolyn's getting a lot more stronger, but at the end, she didn't just like do quite enough, so I had to spend a lot of money on getting some towers that would kind of make her do a lot more damage. Because of that, I think it would have been a lot easier to go for, instead of like the Moab glue and the conch and the balloon impact, and then later I didn't have to get like super glue because things weren't just working out. I got like an embrittlement in there. I think it would have been just a lot easier to get like an embrittlement and a super maelstrom. That is really cheap and does a lot of damage, especially on an easier map like this, and I think that would have worked out better. And if I did that, I probably could have even got like the entire map filled up with free dart monkeys. But it's very, very funny to see. The free dart monkeys didn't really do anything. I think the first one place got around 9,000 pops at the end, and the last one place got like 3 or 4 pops, something stupid like that, when the bad was crawling through. So nothing crazy, not really that good. There's a lot of them though, so I guess together and with the Gwen heated up buff, so they're doing like twice as much damage. It might do a little something, but yeah, nothing crazy really. But anyways, because we're here, I might as well mention a little bit of like the history of this tower. So a long time ago, it was, well, the Monkey City and the Monkey Town. The Monkey Town gave 50% more cash, which is pretty good, I guess. I feel like it's an underrated tower, like in unpoppable mode. Of course, it doesn't work in Chimps mode. But the Monkey City used to literally only give 1 free dart monkey for like, and I think it was more expensive too. It was kind of stupid. And eventually they made it so it like buffed banana farms and income, which is really nice. So it's useful, but it still carries over that very weird free dart monkey thing. And I don't really know what the plan was that. So anyways, let's move on to our next strategy. And we've got Ben. We're not just getting Ben though, because there's a here and there, like people will do things where they have Ben permaspike and they can use the Trojan or no, not the Ben Trojan, the level 10 ability, but the Siphon, yeah, the Siphon to kind of cut RBE and be able to take out rounds with permaspike. Generally in black borders, like this is useful actually in some challenges, but in black borders not very useful. So I'm just going to be going for like this Juggernaut and Ben up in the early game, but to make this a little bit more interesting, 14, instead of just getting Ben where it kind of has you sometimes, not really though, we're getting level 20 Ben, which is absolutely ridiculous and stupid, and it becomes more stupid as you'll see later on for some interesting reasons. So we get Juggernaut up here. I'm choosing this map because I can get an Ultra Juggernaut and have like super cheap, easy damage, so I'm just not going to lose at least, which is pretty nice. So I can get the Juggernaut up. We get Ben Trojan for round 40, which is really funny, so I guess that came in handy. I could have beaten round 40 in many different ways though if that didn't exist, like have a hero that actually does something. I could have done the exact same thing, but we're going to be just getting Ultra Juggernaut up here quick and early, and I'm going to be rushing Energizer because I want level 20 Benjamin. We're not just getting a level 10 or whatever, we're getting level 20, so I have to get this Energizer. However, as you can see, it's pretty late. I got Energizer on round 70. I should have gotten that like on round 60 something, like way earlier, and that's because Ben just keeps putting out his Trojan and it keeps losing money, so everything's harder to get. And now that I have Energizer, he's gonna get more levels and we're gonna be getting less and less money. So we're gonna be ending this off. Even though I don't use the skimming that much, I could have been spamming the skimming button and had like way less cash, but even though I didn't, I still ended up with not a lot of cash because he kept putting his Trojan on the Bloons, and they ended up not giving the children, which doesn't give you the money. So yeah, really bad strategy. Was it fun to do? I guess a little bit. It's kind of weird seeing a level 20 Ben in a Chimps game, but with the Juggernaut and on this map where Juggernaut will actually go crazy, it worked out pretty well. I needed just to get some more support though to survive, because Juggernaut can't really beat ZOMGs when we get to this territory, so I grab Concoction and I grab an Elite Defender just to take the ZOMGs down. Nothing really too crazy, and then I kind of speed through the late game. I could have also been using Ben's Siphon this whole time, but I was trying to get to level 20, and I wasn't really sure if I would have had the cash spare, so I was trying to like save up. Luckily I did. I bought some of his levels a bit earlier on round 98 there, I think, or something. But yeah, as you can see, I used the Siphon there. It just cuts off so much cash, and he throws everything out like crazy, and I just needed a first strike for round 100. I only had 13k spare, which is kind of concerning, but yeah, that's level 20 Ben. Another really bad strategy. Now this one is going to be looking at BMA. This is a tower that has been like this for a while. It just like shoots at the potion. It's kind of like XXXL Trap, but kind of more map wide, and it's just worse because you don't get any money. So I'm going to be starting off by getting Oben. We're going to be getting the BMA a bit later, so in the meantime I'm going to be going for a wizard strategy because wizards are super cool now. The 520 Archmage is actually insane, and it is insane at single target damage, which is kind of ridiculous to say because Archmage used to never really be good against like ZOMGs. So we'll get that Arcane Mastery up, another really underrated tower. I'll be pairing that with Reactor. That's going to be for a camo and allow us to pop purples, which will be really nice. I'll Alch buff that thing, and we're just going to be going crazy. So Arcane Spike comes up, and immediately after that we should be able to go straight into Archmage, which is super cool. So we're going to be getting Archmage a little bit, but BMA, yeah, just it kind of like Ben, it just cuts your money, but this time it just like insta kills the whole bad, turns it into a red balloon. So I guess you get the money from the red balloon, but like all the other ceramics, like every single ceramic inside that ZOMG is not giving you any money anymore, which yeah, that sucks a lot. So you can get this in the late game, and it actually is like really powerful at taking out the ZOMG, because as I said, it shoots out the potion fairly common, one-shots them, the ZOMGs are gone. Like round 97, insta-kill, 98, so much RB is gone. The issue is that it kind of does that, but it's a lot of money, and plus you're going to be losing that money on top of it. So by the time you get it and it like starts doing all of its stuff, it just isn't worth it, but you kind of can use it. Although to be fair, alternatives are just going to be better. So it's like you can use it, but whatever would work later on anyways would just do the exact same thing and be a bit easier. One thing to say though is that I got BMA super early, which I guess was part of the challenge. This is really bad because it just makes you lose even more money. You could try to do like something where you get BMA for like round 97, 98, 99, and then it can also like insta kill the insides on 100, which would be kind of cool. But yeah, just not a good tower. I won though pretty easily though. But that's it, and if you want to see actually good strategies, not bad strategies. You can check out the playlist where the end screen is right here, and you can see strategies for every tower that work.